So it all started early September in 2022. I met a guy from a local sawmill who said he had some western red cedar in 12-foot planks. We used his sawmill to cut the 12-foot plank down into two 6-foot planks. This way they could fit in the car and I could work with them to turn them into a surfboard. Western red cedar is known botanically as Thuja pilcata, and the actual tree originates from the western coast of Canada and the United States. However, it has also been naturalised into Britain, which is where this wood was sourced from. In terms of the actual properties of the wood, it is naturally durable, resistant to rot, it has excellent workability, dimensional stability, and a straight grain, which makes it easy to work with. What? Oh my god, whoa! Cameron, what are your impressions on the board?
I mean, it's very heavy.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool though. You can't say many people have made their own surfboard.
Do you think it'll work?
Hopefully for your sake, it works. Otherwise it's not a board anymore, it's just a lump of wood. Some cool carvings in it.
You can actually surf it.
Well, today's the maiden voyage, so...
Christ!
What do you think of it?
That's mad, that's impressive. I love the leash, mate. That's...
Yeah, I got to whack a leash on that, but yeah.
Is that the same bit of wood? No, they're...
Different.
Yeah.
It does look like a chipboard,
It
doesn't
smells nice. It smells lovely. Like a crucifix running down the middle as well. Jesus is with you.
I mean, when you
Fuck.
consider the goats, like...
Does it float?
Well,
Don't know. You got a little speed section there, mate, to shoot the water out the back. Shooting spray all over the place, mate. But everyone else put the goggles on. Mate, actually the craftsmanship, man, I must say.
Impression. It's wild. What the fuck? Are you gonna fuck?
Hey, pick it up and get out with it.
Yeah.
You've got some good.
Oh.
Oh. Get the leash right. I don't even put the string on it. That's all one piece, all this.
So basically, whole piece of western red cedar, routed it, hollowed it, inset it by the depth of this bamboo, so I could cut these out and put it in. So it is hollow underneath those,
Yeah.
but it still weighs a ton. And these bamboo things also weigh a ton, so...
Yeah.
I mean, I've been doing it for my final A-level thing for DT, so I mean, it's kind of taken on and off about 6 months of just cutting it, sanding it. Now, as hard as it is to believe, I caught one wave. I stood up and surfed the board, but by some odd chance, that one video got lost. So these next few videos are proof that there were waves and we were surfing, but I was on my normal boards for it. In the first test, the limitations were that the longer I was out using the board, the higher the chances of it breaking was. So I only really wanted maybe 1 or 2 waves. Since it took quite a while to catch that one wave and actually surf the board, I thought any longer would just be risking it. So I took the board in and switched to my usual ones. In hindsight, I would have kept at it a bit longer. The board held up fine, and ultimately I don't think it would have snapped or broke because it is quite solid. 9.1 kilograms. Alright. 3.0 kilograms to this board. 11.1 kilograms. So from a board out of the exact same plank of wood that I made my product from, similar sizes, uncut, however, it is a 2 kilograms difference in weight. So this board is purely the wood, the Western red cedar plank, uncut or unchanneled, but my product comes in at 9.1 as opposed to an 11.1 with the cork on and the bamboo and the fins. So there we go, that's the comparison in weight. Quite a difference, but comparing that to a regular high performance surfboard, which in fairness there's a 4-inch difference in length. This is triple the weight, almost exactly, of that surfboard. So there we go. That's the interesting figures. So the board paddled into the waves fine and paddles in the flat water very nicely. But when it came to actually popping up on the board, as in getting to your feet, I found it would just sink. I didn't run into this problem as much in the sea, but that could be due to there being more buoyancy in the salt water than in the freshwater wave pool here. So in my second attempt on this wave, again, it sunk and I messed up. The lifeguard started shouting, which I took as a sign it's probably time to call it a day on this test and switch back to my normal board so no one is harmed. These next clips are on my normal board. So I weigh around 73 to 75 kilograms. That's quite a lot. Potentially a surfer who weighs less than me would have found the experience easier to surf the board. After all, someone that weighs more will need more buoyancy in a board than someone who weighs less. In a nutshell, I'd say this product has been successful. It's sustainable and you can surf it. Granted, a bit more practice and skill and a bit of refinement in the actual design would make it easier. But as it is now, I wouldn't say it was a failure. I've definitely learnt many things, not only in surfboard shaping, but also woodworking. And it's given me a much larger respect for surfboard shapers and woodworkers. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the Joey Crew.